Hey, Dwayne, how you doing? Pro Street, how you doing? Paul, how you doing? Everything's good with me, man. Let me know if y'all can hear me. Maybe I'll turn down the audio a little bit. How's everybody been? It's been a minute since I done any kind of live streaming. I finally got a new steering wheel here. Got my Logitech G29. I ended up getting it off Amazon, and I got it on payments. So I paid like $77 for the first month, and then it'd be like $55 every month thereafter. So we're going to Glendive today. So oh yeah, how's work? What's going on? You sick? What, you got a cold or something? I'm all right, Paul. How you doing? Man, I feel you, man. I'm just enjoying my couple days off of work here. I'm off the weekends. I ain't feel like doing nothing really. I'm surprised I did this, man. That's good, Paul. How you been though? How's everybody been? It's been a while since I've heard from anybody. I missed my life. Oh yeah, do you have 2 days off in a row? Yeah, see, the bid that I'm on right now, for those of you that know I drive buses, I have Saturday and Sundays offer right now. Not sure quite when this bid will be over with. I think like in October, that's when we get new routes. I'll likely lose my route and my days off, so it'll probably change. The only reason why I got what I got now, because I'm covering for a driver right now until that driver returns from whatever they got going on. I think they got some kind of medical thing going on right now, so that's the only reason why I'm doing this person's route. Otherwise, I'd be on extra board right now. Yeah, I knew you was about to. Thank you for the donation, Pro Street. I appreciate it, man. It's been a minute since I've been on here, man. It's really been a hot minute, but I'm gonna try to do this more often. The only time I can really do it, man, is like on the weekends, like, cause during the week I work from like 11:30 in the morning to like 11:30 at night. I do 10-hour splits, so I do like 5 hours in my first half, and then I take a 2-hour break, and then I come back for my second 5-hour split. So, I mean, it's cool for what it is. You know, it's great pay and everything, but man, let me tell you, it wears you out, man. It definitely does, working like that. Because, like, for example, like, I leave the house, like, at 11 o'clock, and I don't get home sometimes until, like, midnight. So I'm already out, like 12, 13 hours before I can finally, you know, rest. So, but like I said, it's great pay, man. I wouldn't trade it for the world. This is what I've always wanted to do, so I'm on it, you know. Used to driving with a wheel. It's been a minute. All over the place. I might have to turn my steering sensitivity down a little bit, because I feel like I'm still drifting. Hey, how you doing? I drive the New Flyers. I drive a New Flyer and some of the Gilligs. Well, no, I won't even say that, honestly. I drive a New Flyer. I drive mostly New Flyers. like the XD40s, some of the Excelsiors. That's pretty much all I drive. They're like 6800 series and 6600 series. And then sometimes I drive what they call the Arctics, which is like the 60-foot articulate buses. Articulated, I should say. Yeah, I'm thinking that my wheel is just way too sensitive. Yeah, I have a Class B CDL. So far this 6600 XT is a whoa, what's going on here? Ah, man, I keep pressing. I got my engine brake set to the down D-pad, but whenever I press it, sometimes it'll have me look left for some reason. But yeah, the 6600 XT so far is proven to be a pretty decent GPU. I have it with a Ryzen 7 5700X. It got 8 cores, 16 threads. So I'm gonna show you my graphic settings in this game right now. I pretty much got everything cranked all the way up, 1080p, 400 ultra high. I got all this going on, reflection 200%. I got everything on high. I got SMAA ultra. This is the only thing I keep at medium, but I really don't like the rain too much, so that doesn't matter. But I have everything maxed out as far as it could go. Yeah, I could drive a semi truck. Well, legally no. Legally no, but I've done trucking over the road where I've driven like box trucks, and I've driven like straight trucks with the sleeper. I've done that. I drove the Sprinter vans. So you don't necessarily have to have a Class A in order to be on the road. You could be on the road with a Class B, but of course you're not gonna be driving no semi or anything. You'll be driving at most like a straight truck. So you know what though, driving buses, Dwayne, it's I've always wanted to do it. I honestly wish I would have pulled the plug and did it back when I first got my CDL, which was like 2000 and I want to say 2013-ish. Might have been 2013, 2015. One of them 2 years, I got my CDL. I was driving buses technically back then. I was driving school buses, but that's not really what I wanted to do, you know, because for one, it's a part-time job. It's not full-time, you know. You're not driving school buses full-time. You're not. Now there's ways around that, of course. Like they got several different options. Like you can usually, if you drive school bus, you got your morning shift. You break for like 3-4 hours, and you come back for your afternoon shift. And that's what I had. So I worked like 3 hours in a day, 3 hours at night. It was only like 6 hours a day, 30 hours a week, but you only really work 9 months out of the year. So for the 3 months, you didn't work. So that means you really didn't make no money. But there were ways around that. Like you could pick up midday trips for people, like kids that are like doing half days, or kids that got like day trips, school trips, whatever. You could do all that, and then that's how you could like somehow manage to get your 8 hours in. But as far as working all year round, you just didn't do it. You know, there are some people that you can get summer work, which is mainly like washing the buses, cleaning the inside of it out. You might do a trip or two here and there, but it was mostly just cleaning. Here in Arizona, I don't want to do that because I don't want to be cleaning the inside of a bus. It's already 110. So then the only other option they have is if you were to, what is that truck doing? I got a traffic mod installed. But the only other way that you can get paid year round, you can do that. But what happens is they reduce your hourly rate. So let's say for the 9 months you were working, for example, let's say you were contracted at like $18 an hour. Well, if you choose to work and want to get paid through the entire year, then they will cut your rate down, like let's say 15 or 14 an hour, you know, for example. So you will still get paid throughout the whole year. It's not gonna be full-time hours, but you'll get paid the whole year just at a reduced rate. So yeah, I love cab overs. My favorite, I would say the Freightliner FLB. I would have to say. Can't think of another cab over, right? Cab over. I would have to say that would have to be my top right there. I don't know why I thought he was about to do like a U-turn. I seriously thought that's what he was about to do. That's why I was like, whoa, because I thought, like I said, I got a traffic line installed, and then one of the mods that's installed, because it's like two separate ones. One of them allows the traffic to go a little bit faster, and it's supposed to increase the speed limits of the game. So it's not a real crazy traffic mod, but sometimes you'll see AI do stupid things. So I don't know where. Oh, I see it up here. So yeah, so driving buses, like I said, I've always wanted to do it. I honestly, wish I would have pulled the plug back in like 2013, because at this point I would have been driving for like 9 years. Because back then I was here in Arizona, so you know, it was nothing for me to start driving buses, you know. Where is this way station at? I really gotta go all the way around this parking lot? I guess so, because it's way over there. That's alright. But yeah, like I said, I wish I would have pulled the plug on it, you know, 9 years ago. I would have been 9 years in. I would have had some seniority with the company, you know, and I would have been making $32 an hour at this point, you know. But I mean, it's all good though. I enjoy it, but like I told somebody the other day, I said I think that honeymoon phase with this job is over with. I really truly believe it is, because like, I kid you not, like when I first started when I first started like working here, I was going in work early. Like, what, you wanted to show me something? I sent you a message on your tablet. Oh, you got it right there. That's why. What was that, tic-tac-toe? Oh, yeah, I sent you a message. Take your tablet with you. I wanted to ask you something. But yeah, I'm sorry, I was talking to my daughter. But yeah, when I first started working at this job, like, I literally would go in and work like an hour and a half early. Like, even if I had to just sit there, you know, I was just doing it. I was so excited to be there. But man, I had a couple, I don't want to say rough weeks, but I had a couple. They weren't rough. It was just a lot of stuff was happening. I was like, you know what? I'm tired, man. Ain't no more of this coming in at 10 o'clock and I'm not starting until 11:30, man. That was for the birds. The Argosies are good too. I like the Argosies. Yeah, man. I moved from New York. Let's see. The last day I was there was June the 3rd. And, I'm about to write you. The last day was June 3rd I was there. And I caught the Greyhound here. And, man, I was in a funky situation then. Like, some people know about it, but just like, to give you guys like the condensed version, try to. I was sorry, I'm texting my daughter. I was living in an apartment. It was me by myself. I tried moving in my ex-wife's cousin. That really didn't work out. That had a little bit of drama behind it. You know, plus she was only like 18, so responsibility wasn't there. Was by myself for a little bit. I had a neighbor that, don't get me wrong, I love my neighbor, and I always love her as a friend, but I love my privacy, and I don't mind being alone. Like, I could sit in my apartment for days and not go say nothing to my neighbors, and I'm perfectly content with that. She, on the other hand, always wanted to be coming by. And it bothered me at times. I won't even lie. Because, like I said, I like my aloneness, you know. So, with that being said, I didn't like that. So, but I love her to death. So, had that situation happen, and then I was on Facebook dating, ran across this woman. At the time, I was kind of like tired of being alone, because I had been alone at this point for like at least 6 months from being divorced and everything. I was ready to be under somebody. I moved things way too quick. We met one day, and like, she had a situation going on with her home. She needed somewhere to stay, and like 3 or 4 days later, she was staying at my house, and she's been staying ever since. And one thing led to another, and her kids started coming by, which was cool, but I didn't realize they were very filthy. They were very, the house, they lived in a mess. They were used to that. They were used to living in a pigsty. All the time. Kids would pick up after themselves. They would cuss their mom out all the time. Like, these kids were like straight savages, you know. And which way am I going? Let me back out this way. Yeah, the kids were like straight savages. Like I said, they would disrespect their mom on like so many different levels. I said always cussing her out, and then their mom had a drinking problem, and she would get drunk sometimes and fall asleep while her kids were still, up and doing whatever they wanted to do and tearing up my house. And they were some nasty people, I won't even lie. And then that led to a lot of drama too. I just got fed up with it. It was bringing me down. I felt myself deteriorating health wise. It was all over a bad situation. Alright, let me get up out of here. So yeah, so I was in that situation, and like it blew my mind because like everybody is telling me pretty much I need out that situation. Everybody's telling me that. I get it. I knew I needed it out. I was trying to find a way out. I was working a crappy job. I won't lie. The job was crap. With a CDL, I'm only making 13 something an hour. It was just one thing after the other. I started falling behind on my rent. That wasn't really working. So I was like, you know what? I need to just take a leap of faith. And my friend here where I stay at now, he always kept telling me I could come out here whenever I'm ready. And I kept putting it off for months. And to the point where I thought he just was going to say, forget it, And a couple times I said, yeah, I'm coming. And then I end up backing out for whatever reason. And then finally, I had enough with that woman. So I told her, I said, you know what? I'm just going to leave. I'm just going to move out. And so I let her kind of stay in the apartment. And then I left. Like I said, I left like the third, or maybe the third I left Buffalo. So I went to stay with my mom. Because originally I was gonna leave Buffalo on like the 7th and get to Phoenix on the 9th because I was catching Greyhound. But I got so tired of being in that apartment, I said, screw it, I'm just going to leave on the 3rd, go to Cleveland, spend the last few days with my mom because I know I ain't going to see her again for a while. And then I ended up going to Phoenix. So, I already knew this wasn't going to be a condensed story. So, I tried to ship my computer. The one before this one. FedEx ended up damaging it. Okay, so it's got stuck somewhere in Columbus, Ohio. They ended up destroying it. Whatever. They denied my claim because I didn't have no receipts or anything. I said, screw it. You know what? I'm not really gonna bitch and fit about it or anything like that. It is what it is. I was pissed off. I was mad. But at the same time, I say, you know what? I'm gonna bounce back from this. Let this be a lesson learned. Never ship through FedEx. And maybe this was, something that had to happen in order for me to leave where I'm from, the situation I was in. So, I don't know what my horn button is. Oh, that button. All right. So anyway, So then that happens with the computer. And so before they told me it was officially destroyed, they said it was going to get shipped back to Buffalo. Now at this point, I'm already clear in Phoenix, right? So I'm thinking to myself, well, if it's going to go back to Buffalo, let me see if my friend could hold on to it while I figure out a way to go get it. Either I was going to come back all the way out there to New York to get it, or I was going to just paid my own.
You said all of that?
All right, can y'all hear me now? I pressed this thing by accident.
Also, what movie will we even see?
Life of a Bus Driver is good. I don't know. I have to see what's playing.
Well then, let's just go to Golden Corral.
I think like Millions is out. I have to see.
Let's just go to Golden Corral, though. Do you want to? Okay, we'll talk after. Okay? So I almost closed the door all the way, but somehow I didn't, but like pushed it up like into the door for me.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I accidentally somehow I pressed the mute button on this somehow I pressed the mute button out here. I don't know how I did it. But I don't know what y'all last heard, but pretty much, yeah, the reason why I ended up coming back here to Arizona, I was just in a messed up situation. Yeah, I was just really in a messed up spot. I was staying with somebody that really didn't appreciate the house I was in. Or let me take that back. They were staying with me. Somebody that I met on Facebook dating. A few days later, they moved in. They were the most nastiest people that I ever had to live with. Their kids were very disrespectful. Not so much towards me. They would like cuss her out all the time. And I just sit back and be like, ain't no way in hell I can have my daughter ever cuss me out like that. The way they were doing it, man, it'd make you really want to, hurt them kids. Like, it really, really would. If you would just hear some of the stuff they would say. But yeah, they were like very, very nasty people, you know? And like, I just don't get it. Like, they would always like leave food laying around. Like they didn't care about washing dishes. Their mom was like an alcoholic, so like she would I mean, I drink, don't get me wrong, but like she would overdo it and then pass out. Her kids be running all over the house, yelling, doing whatever they wanted to do. She passes out for being drunk and comes out her clothes with the kids sitting there. Like it was mad ridiculous. And then like my neighbor, she moved eventually. She moved out of state, and she had me hold some of her stuff. And then when I got ready to leave, my neighbor's stuff was still there at the time, but like she ended up going through like all my neighbor's stuff, took like all her expensive shoes, because I had put her out. You know, I told her when I had my computer, and my computer was going to be shipped to me, but ended up getting broken by FedEx, and they had to like send it back. Well, originally they were going to send it back to Buffalo, and when I brought it up to her, she said it wasn't her priority. It wasn't her business. It wasn't her responsibility to hold on to my computer. But like, I'm letting you stay in my apartment that I'm no longer staying in, just because I didn't want to put you out. Because at the time she had her oldest son and her oldest daughter there, staying with her. And I didn't want to put none of them out. You know, I'm a kind guy. And so when she told me that she wasn't going to watch after my computer until I figure out how to get it, I told her she had to go. I told her, I said, man, you got to go. I told her, I said, I will be emailing the rental property in the morning and telling them that you're there, and then they're going to come and they're going to put you out. And sure enough, that's exactly what they did. They showed up that next morning. They got mad at me, of course, because she wasn't supposed to be there, but nonetheless, they came and they put her out. She had to grab whatever she could, but I guess during that point in time, she ended up grabbing, I guess nobody's coming. She ended up grabbing all my neighbor's expensive stuff, probably stole her PlayStation. Some of the kids were wearing some of my neighbor's daughter's stuff. Like, they left poop and pee in the toilet, food all over the place. My neighbor, when she came back to try to get her things, she said it smelled worse than death in there. That's how bad that apartment was. She said it smelled worse than death. That's how nasty it was in that apartment. And I was so mad. I was more mad at myself because I shouldn't have even left her in there in the first place. Like, when I left, that's when she should have left. But me being nice, I told her that she could stay, you know, and then it backfired. Everybody kept saying, even my roommate now, when I moved here with him, he told me, he said, be careful letting her stay there. You know, I know she said she's going to pay your rent, but be careful because she could tear your spot up if you should put her out. Sure enough, that's exactly what she did. Tore the spot up. So, I don't know what's going to happen. I'm pretty sure I'm going to get charged for it. It's whatever. But, I end up calling her, like, the last couple times, or when I found out about it, I called her. I cussed her out. I was like, you a nasty MF. You are nasty. Your kids is nasty. I said the kids. I ain't gonna lie, because they were just as nasty as she was. Yeah, you know, I messed around with you, blah, blah. We live and we learn, you know. So, find me a rest stop, and I'm changing this to daytime. I hate driving at night. Do I have shuttle vans? You mean like for like paratransit? supposed to be writing my daughter. She's sitting there waiting, like trying to figure out. Cause I told her, I said she had a choice. That we was gonna either go to Golden Corral or we go to the movies. I'm guessing she's wanting to go to Golden Corral instead. But I'm gonna find out officially in a minute here. Trying not to crash. Do not text and drive. So you say you rather go to Golden Corral or you rather go to the movies? No, well, no, we don't have shuttle vans. We have paratransits, but it's their own separate thing. It's like a separate. So like we got Valley Metro as the overhang, the company Valley Metro, and then we got different contractors. If that makes any sense. Trying to find where can I sleep at. Oh, I missed my whole thing right there. Shoot. Let's do this. Of course, this car is right behind me. So yeah, so as I was saying, so for example, we got Valley Metro. That's our bus system. Valley Metro. Okay. And then underneath Valley Metro, we have different I don't know why it's not taking my sleep thing here. But under Valley Metro then we have different companies that help operate Valley Metro. We got First Transit, and then we got Transdev, and then there's the other little things I can't remember them all, but paratransit is through Valley Metro itself. We don't operate paratransits. Yeah, there's a couple here in Phoenix that shut down. You know what? I'm just gonna switch time. See how much time we got left. We got 7 hours. 160 miles. We'll take a little break here. Talk to you guys real quick. But yeah, a lot of our Golden Corrals, a couple of them shut down here in Phoenix. Now, if I want to go to one, I have to go like 8 miles away to the one in Gilbert, Arizona. There's a few out west. But like my favorite ones, they're all shut down though. What's it like driving the buses? I like driving the 6600 series we have for the New Flyers. They're older, but I like the way they handle, and I love the way they feel when you're braking. The 6800 series I really don't care for as much, and I really don't care for the articulated buses as much either. Those are the 60 footers, just because they are slow. They're a piece of junk and they're very, very slow. They're always breaking down on us, and they are very slow at starting off, like very, very slow. Plus you gotta take extra time with them when going into your pull-ins for your bus stops. I don't want to deal with all that, you know. It's just way too much to deal with, so. Yep, that was the bus I had with the mirror. My friend just wrote me saying he had my bus that I got in an accident with. I didn't really get in an accident per se, but I was crossing through the intersection, and when I did so, a truck with the U-Haul trailer attached to it ended up coming by on my left side and hit my mirror and kept going. So at that point I had to wait for the police because it was a hit and run. He didn't really damage anything other than the housing for the mirror. Like the mirror was still intact, and I could have moved it myself, but in that situation you really don't want to, because it was an accident. So I had to wait for the supervisor to come out, and I had to wait for the police and all that other stuff, and it was just like one thing after the other. Oh, Greensboro. You in North Carolina? I tell you, man, it's hot in here. That's why you can see me rub my forehead. It's got this computer running. That really don't help any. I was supposed to be going on a somewhat of a date today, but it didn't pan out right now. And it panned out for the time being. She had stuff to do today, so it was going to be somewhat of a date because I was going to be taking my daughter with me. She was supposed to be bringing her 2 daughters, but it's all good. I'm not really complaining about it, because it was gonna be I ain't trying to be funny, but it was already gonna be too expensive, because I was likely gonna have to pay. It would have been like $100 for like me, her, and then her 2 daughters, and then my daughter. It's like 5 of us. It would have been like over $100. So I'm kind of glad it didn't work out. Cause now just me and my daughter goes from being 100 to being like probably like 40. But I'm just not going to the location we went to last time because we went on a Sunday. No, we went last Saturday. And that place was so crowded, like it was out the door of the line. So I'm thinking either we'll go to the one in Gilbert, that's like the closest one, like 8-9 miles away. I don't see a lot of people going there because now the buses don't go there as frequently on the weekends. Otherwise, I was gonna go to the one way on the west side, but that's like 28 miles away. I really don't want to go all the way out there. So, yeah, man, Ryan's, dude, I forgot all about that. I remember that restaurant. I love Ryan's. We used to have one in Canton, Ohio. There was a Ryan's. Best restaurant ever. I don't know what that fire truck thought he was about to do. I could have took that curb a little bit better, but yeah, man, the good restaurants is gone. Oh, I got an accident going on. Yeah, it's this crazy traffic mod. I'm gonna go around them if I can. As soon as I do that, though, that's when they're gonna start moving. They always do. Hope I don't hit this car. I think I gave them enough room. I think. About to find out. Yep. Past the car. See, I told you they always start moving. Right when I want to move. Now I gotta sit here and try to get all the way back over. Because I don't want to go in front of this fire truck. And this truck is trying to turn. Alright, hold on. Well, at this point, I might as well just go this way. Decide to go to the crowd or the movies. I mean, we can still do both. It's just the movie. Just if we go to the movies, it ain't gonna be no getting stuff from there. The most you can get is baby popcorn or something to drink.
Yeah, let's just go.
I mean, we go to the movies too. We'll see. I'll see what's playing at the movies, and we'll figure out. Then we'll know what time to leave for go to the crowd, which it probably is gonna be soon. So. No, you always want to go there first, yeah.
Yeah, because
they only open till like 8 o'clock.
We don't know how long it's going to be, but usually, like, kids' movies, they take like an hour and a half or like 2 hours.
Yeah. We'll see what's out there.
Also, yesterday, on Disney Plus, I watched Vampirina and realized she had the same face expression as my best friend.
Oh, yeah. Sweet dinner rolls from Ryan's? I don't remember those. Yeah, I should be done in like 20 minutes.
Oh, that's not long.
And then I'll come in there and then we'll look up times and stuff. Probably like by like 6:30 at the latest. Maybe a little bit before. Depending on what time Golden Corral closes.
You said 8.
It might be 9. I don't know.
It's 10. I think it's 10.
No, North Carolina, man. I've been there a few times. Well, I can't say a couple. When I was driving trucks, I was there all the time. And like Charlotte and Haw River. Like I was in all those spots in North Carolina. It was an okay state to get freight out of. Okay, it wasn't the greatest, but it wasn't the worst either, you know. Yeah, I didn't like Hometown Buffet as much, or Old Country Buffet. I didn't care for them a lot. Oh, you talking about Greensboro to Charlotte? Charlotte is probably where I was at the most. Because it seemed like any load that came to North Carolina went to Charlotte. Like I said, Charlotte was an okay area to get freight out of. Like I said, it wasn't the greatest though, but it definitely wasn't the worst. Chinese buffets, you know, I have to really, really have a stomach for that, like literally, because Chinese food makes me go to the bathroom all the time. Like, I was having Panda Express for a few days at work, and man, let me tell you, every time I would eat that while I was at work, instant seemed like diarrhea. Like, my stomach would be so upset, I would be having to poop every 5 minutes, it seemed like. I hated that feeling. See, every time I press that button. So yeah, I kind of lay off the Chinese food just for that reason, because I don't want to have my stomach all upset and stuff. But yeah, tonight, me and my daughter, we're gonna go to Golden Corral. Then probably go to the Dollar movie afterwards. And and that'll probably be about it, really. I was gonna cook today, but every time she comes over, I always try to make sure we do something. Whether if that's like to the movies, Golden Corral, whatever. I always try to make sure I do something with her. Because all she does at her mom's house is just sit. You know, go to school, go home, and sit. I don't want her coming over here doing the same thing, you know. Not that we could always do something the whole time she's here, but like, at least she could go home and be like, oh, me and Dad went to Golden Corral. Me and Dad went to the movies. Me and Dad, we took a trip here. Me and Dad, we took a trip there. You know, or me and Dad, we did this. Or me and Dad, we did that, you know. I don't want her going over there. Her mom be like, oh, what y'all do today? Oh, we just sat around. Like, really? All right, man, you too. Yeah, I forget. It's like only 5:30 where I'm at. So I'm like 3 hours behind most of y'all. But you have a good night too, man. I appreciate you coming through. Shouldn't have that much longer left. Yeah, we're just now getting it Glendive. I don't know what button I got. Oh, let's see here. What button I got my engine brake set to? Oh yeah, I thought so. I don't know why it's not really working, but you made red beans and rice. Actually, don't sound bad. Press that button and lift my window back up. It's a conflict there. I gotta figure out what's going on there. Yeah, I gotta figure out what's going on there because every time I press that button, it shifts. It shifts for me. I don't want to be shifting. So windows up, windows down. Where are you at? Yeah, it's a conflict somewhere. I ain't gonna worry about it right now. Traffic. Gonna be sitting here for a minute. See, they don't got turkey tails out here in Arizona. They got like smoked like turkey drumsticks. That's the best thing they got. And maybe turkey wings. They do not have turkey tails. Can you believe that? I don't want to. Dang, it's a lot of traffic. And them trucks got to turn? Oh, no, they not turning. They just sitting there. Come on, truck. Get your butt out there. Gonna make me go around them in a minute. Yep, they do not have any kind of turkey tails out here. So I would never have that anytime soon, man. Nope. Guess what I'm about to do? Oh, it's traffic here. Nope. Going out there with them. Yep. Doing this. Yep. I ain't about to be stuck back there. Woo, it's a lot of traffic, man. My frame rates are dipping. Look at all this traffic. Ooh. See if I can take a screenshot of that. I don't know if I can take a screenshot of the traffic, can I? Maybe. Do I like fried bologna? Yes and no. This definitely wouldn't be my go-to, but it's definitely not bad either. I haven't had it in a long time though. It's been a minute. paying attention. Yes, I have. I have tried the new Western Star. Have you? Let's see where they want it. They want it there today. That's what we're gonna do. Yeah, how'd you like it? Guess that they want it somewhere here. Guess that they want it. Oh yeah, they want it right here. Yeah, neither am I really. Alright, got this load delivered. And we got 2 hours and 45 minutes left. I'll be right back. I'm gonna mute the mic. Alright. Alright, that would do it for this live stream, folks. If you haven't already, please hit that like, hit that subscribe button. I'd like to thank everybody that did come through. Usually when I will stream, 9 times out of 10 it would be on the weekends only right now, only because I work from 11:30 in the morning to 11:30 at night, Monday through Friday, so it really doesn't leave time for me to stream before or after. So likely I'll stream again tomorrow and then again next Saturday. But I appreciate everybody that did come through. Thank you, Pro Street, for the donation. I really do appreciate it. And for everybody else, until next time, take care. I definitely enjoyed everybody that did come through to the stream. It's been a minute, but hey, we gonna get back in the swing of things. So until next time, take care. And again, I appreciate everybody.